Hey, how's it going? Just before I get into this video, I just want to shout out to my beautiful girlfriend Sukanya, who's currently in India for her birthday. So, a short message for her, just before she watches this, because she's my #1 fan. I mean, you guys can fight over that if you like. But yeah, here goes. Happy birthday, Sue. I hope you had an amazing day today and spent it with family, with lots of love. And got to enjoy all the food that you love and your childhood home. I miss you heaps, and I will see you in a few weeks' time. Love you. Alright, we're going to take a break from EVs for a while. Motor's pretty much ready to get lifted up to get the oil pan off, so I'm going to leave that for another time because it's a bit of a job. And we're going to come back to le bike. I did not say that and use it in the right term, did I? Sorry, French people. Yep. Anyway, so I've started taking stuff off. As you can see, the handle's missing. Got a key working, which is good. Front lights off here. Disconnected a bit of stuff. That case has come off down here. I started doing that in another video, which I'll include after this, even though it came before, so yeah, a little bit of mismatch information, but it's hard to keep working on multiple projects at once. So what I'm thinking of doing now is getting the rear guard taken off, and then we'll look at, I should be showing you, we'll look at getting this battery tray removed. We might spin it around or might lower it, whatever we've got room for in here. This sits up like that. We've got only to about there to use, which is okay. We do have room. Alright, let's get into the video. Too soft. Joe! Big hammer. Alright, so I've got the toolbox here, and I was looking at this. It doesn't look like it's sitting where it's supposed to be. Like, if you look, yeah, in here, this bit of angled rubber, I feel like should actually be sitting up here on top of this little toolbox in here. But to take that off, I've got to take these bolts off, holding it on, and see if I can get it to seat. If it does seat, then good. If not, then I've got to look at a way to adjust everything that goes around it. Whew, good fun times. Alright, I took this side off, removed the indicator before I started videoing. This one had a washer on it that lines up just in here, like against the rubber. This one didn't. So I'm wondering if it's meant to have one behind it or not. So much easier if I had a workshop manual to do this stuff in, but that's alright. We'll do what we've got. That is not too much. Alright, ironically I started taking the guard out, just not really paying attention. So then I doubled back and I started putting it back in, put it on top of the toolbox in here, and it seats perfectly. No play, no movement, and these bolt holes all line up too, so that's positive news. That also does incur a new problem with where this battery tray is going to go. can't get it too low and in the way of the air filter because that's going to create an issue there. There's also an earth of some sort in here. I think that might be a flasher relay for the indicators. I don't know. I'll have to get a manual to help me sort that out. Or if you've got some diagrams, feel free to share it with me. Not much more to say on that, just keep working, I guess. Keep putting on time lapse. Alright, managed to get the other side out. So it's just a bolt with a washer on it. Unfortunately this head's all stripped out. I couldn't get any grip on it with the screwdriver that I had because someone's already tried it and failed miserably. So I'm now going to step 2, which is just drilling it out. Wish me luck. Alright, that could have gone better. I did sort of go offline a little bit and wreck some of the thread. It's not good, but it does have quite a bit on the inside here, which is good. And part of it also came out, which I'm not ecstatic about, but I'm happy it did come out though. I've got one bolt to reference it, so we'll try and find a spare one to put in there, make sure it all works, and also clean it up properly. And then we'll try and find where else it's still holding on to, which I think is just underneath it somewhere. Joy. So anyway, I found the last of the bolts in the battery tray and removed them, and I rewarded myself with a little treat. Moving on to the headlight bowl. Alrighty, so back onto stuff with the bike. Testing out the old EV Spotlight with the headlight shell. So yeah, we've got heaps of clearance around the outside. It's too big, but we also have room now to put a driving light ring around the outside. My fingers don't go long enough to make that look any better, which is good. I'm going to plan on how that's all going to work together, how it's all going to light up and whatever else and mount up, but that's what I'm going to do over the week, is just do some sketches and come up with some problem solving plans for that. And as well, when I was having a look at the lights that's in here, so that little globe in there, now that light does have a lot of LED replacements. So if I can get to somewhere with LED lights, I can replace that with the LED to match with the LED ring that's going to go around the bowl. While I was out as well, I bought some bolts to do the indicators up. Get them fresh new bolts. I don't even know if these work yet. Let's put some bolts in these. I went and took the staple out of this packet already, just to save you time. And what we'll do is we'll test them, make sure that they fit properly, else I'll take them back to where I got them from. Alright, let's set these up. Yay! Perfect. Look at that. So the other side now, with all the rusty ones that's got in there. Oh Lord. Don't want to have to drill this out. Good as any rag. Oh, thank God the other side comes off. Look how rusty that is. Focus on this. See how rusty it is? It's not focusing. Oh. You can see how rusty it is. It's terrible. Well, this other side is worse. Heath, what are you doing to me? Oh yeah, if you don't know, because I haven't told you yet, the bike's name is Heath, apparently. And Heath has had a hard life, and he's making my life harder. I'm doing nice things for you, Heath. What are you doing to me? Where's that drill? It is 3 mil. So it's 2.5 mil to drill it out. We're buggering it up. So I'm going to take that head off. I can just take the cap off and unwind the thread using some pliers. Yeah! Big muscles, let's get this cord. I need more room to work. Right, plugged in, let's drill. Right, let's go. Just so you can see. Hold on, helps if it goes the right way. I need a bigger one to rip the head out. Okay, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how it's done. Ta-da! Just unwind. Because it's still hot from drilling, so don't just go haphazardly into ripping it out. And now, out. It's had some sort of fluid in it before, it's dried up. Blinker fluid, maybe. Just put a couple screws in it so I don't lose it. Alright, let me try this mini screwdriver and see if it works. Attached to them. I love when they're magnetic and they just hold the screw for you, that's nice. Every other reason? Yeah, hell nah. Perfect. Alright. Nailed it. I'm gonna buff up the indicators, make them look really nice and neat. I can't be bothered. So let's go test this. Give ourselves a shock of our lives. So we've got earth. We have contact. We have a dirty contact somewhere. Very dirty. Alright, we'll see. I think the green's earth, because it's on both sides. So let's get that to clean up. And then earth. And then I'm going to get a connection there, as bad as that will be. Got an indicator. Cool. Let's try the other side now with a clean wire. Just the globe, the best news, because we've got heaps of globes we can replace this with. We even go LEDs, which I think I'm just going to do all the way around. It's easier for me. Alright, find a clean piece of wire. And go. Yep, indicators. Perfect. Winning. Alright, so now we know we've got indicators. We know which one's the positive, like the power in. We know which one's earth, which is power out. Alright, so we've established indicators work. They work perfectly fine. Yay. Next part of this will be just to put a repair weld in here so I can mount the indicator back on without it moving around or anything like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do next with this, with the lights, and then I'll get to measuring up the battery case and look at ways to get the tank to fit a little bit better on the bike. Let's go! Alright, so before I weld, I've decided to give this all a good zinc coating, just so it protects it from rusting in the future. And also I can weld through this paint as well, which is good. So your goal is put this washer into here, set it up so it's right, do some tack welds, flip it over, have a look, see if it's set right. If it has, yay. If not, well, I guess I better just poke it out and break the welds off, clean it up and do it again. I hope I only have to do one of these, because it's going to be a really tough time trying to get into here to get the welds to sit flush. So yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Alright, while I was waiting for that zinc paint to dry and waiting for, well, using a bit of my time up before lunch, place all these bolts with fresh ones, new ones. Hold on, there we go, better. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for yet. They are just there just to reference that size bolt for whatever I'm going to put there. Probably put the bottom one for the plate and the light for the license plate, and then the top one's probably going to be the light itself for the brake light assembly. What I've been playing with as well is how the orientation of this new battery tray is going to work, and it was a bit tight to try and keep it linear with how it used to be, so I've decided instead of it going something like that, I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and then do a sideways battery with the insert going in the other side, which should give me enough clearance once I've put all this stuff off the bottom and moved it to, and cleared the front of this stuff as well, so then the battery can just slide straight in from the front. I'll put a bracket around the outside which I'll slot in, do up, so stop the battery from moving around, rattling around. Then after that should be all good to pass the inspection if it ever came up. Also just got to find a way to mount this, probably back up to the top again, still give me enough room. Yeah, and I'll just remove these brackets here and see if I can get this sitting where I want it to sit before I go have lunch. Should be fun. Let's put it on time lapse and see how it goes. Alright, I'm having an awful time trying to get this off. How the heck do I get this off now? Bash it sideways. Oh yeah, that's doing absolutely nothing. Wiggle itself free. Nope. How the bloody hell do I put this thing on? wear it out, I think. Just got to wear it out. No, it ain't coming. Loosey, yep, there we go. Come loose. Other side, loosey, yep, it's come loose too. Put it down there. And do this one now. Sorry, I'm not really showing you much of what's happening, but sort of figure as you go along. That down there. Move that back because I don't need it. And that relay comes off. Yeah, winning. It's seriously not held on by that much, but yet it's still holding on like it's being super glued or something. Even super glue breaks at the tension that I've been putting on. Come on, get off. Be nice to me, Heath. Be nice to me. I'm doing this for your own good. It's all rusty out. I can't even get a fine tool in there. I haven't got a fine tool. Annoying. Where's the vice in your hand? Time lapse time, I think. Alright, that took a while. Finally got it free. Yes, there's some rust and whatever else, so I've got to go and fix that with the welder when I get onto welding, which will be after lunch, quickly before I pack up and get ready to head back to the city. Lovely. Alright. I should really clean that up. I'll take some photos to work on some designs back at wherever I get up to. Wherever. Awesome times, fun times. Let's go eat, because I'm hungry. Alright, so I welded this up. Still quite hot, so I'll be careful with it. Do need to clean up the welds, obviously, because any welding you need to clean up the welds for. So, let's see how well it fits in here. Now that we've removed the bulk of everything. And just like magic, it sits. Obviously won't leave on that rubber, because that's going to melt otherwise. Just fits. So, what I need to do is set up which side is going to remove the battery, which is going to be the far side, where my hand is over this side. And then look at getting a bracket down the front there, bracket off the side. You can't see, bracket sort of in here, bracket off here, so you can get it to attach easily enough. Just a bit of welding to get it to work. Should be alright. And once I've got that done, I can pretty much mount everything back onto it. So this earth, doesn't matter which way around it goes, technically. Sit back in here. Obviously sit a bit lower than this. Then come down here, I'll make the pods sort of warp around like this, with bevel around. I've still got nice room. A passenger put their foot down here. I've got ease of access to everything down here too, and sort of come up to the top of the toolbox, around that way, around that way. So the other side is going to be a bit more flat because there is going to be a lot more room on that side. So yeah, let's just mock this up and see where we get to. Alright, so assemble this. It's just finger tight. Same with this one here. Essentially this positive terminal here goes on this side closest, and then the negative terminal, the earth, is actually long enough to go reach around to the other side over here. So yeah, that's actually going to work, which is awesome news. Hey guys, thanks for watching this update. Sorry it took so long to get out. When you finished listening to me rambling on, please hit that like button and subscribe to keep up to date with all my builds, and then go and do something productive. Take care, bye.